Greetings, my dear creatures. The Raptor has once again returned here today to bring you yet another Quake map video, and today we are going to be taking a look at Silent Hall, Dim City by Colossus. Now, as the name might already suggest, I am expecting this to be some sort of Silent Hill-inspired map, but I don't know, because I have not yet taken a look at this particular one at all, and unlike the other ones, where I did briefly take a rather short look at them before recording, this time we shall be going in blind, completely. So let us begin. And immediately, we start off strong, I think. The atmosphere is really, really nice. You can hear the wind howling through these houses. A droning sort of music in the background. That's not quite music, but it is there. And it's droning and it's ominous. And this music, actually, this kind of droning type of music that you hear in the background, reminds me of music from things like Void Stasis or Atrium Carcery. I think that's how you pronounce them. Where it's this droning music, and it's not quite music, but it does have music, a musical feeling to it, right? And I feel like this is very similar here. So we have... Oh, blimey! Well, that was spooky already. We have a monster here which just spawns. And this is spinning without anybody actually being on top of it, which is also slightly ominous. Now, apparently in this particular map, there are 3 kills and 2 secrets, which is a bit different from what we have seen so far. Because every map that we have so far played did not have any kills whatsoever. So this will be interesting. And I think I'm seeing something in this window. Yes. There is somebody here standing in that window with the lights flickering on and off. But they don't appear to be moving. Oh no, they are moving. I think they just moved their arms. So they appear to be working on something there. And as you can absolutely tell that this is supposed to be some sort of Silent Hill-inspired map, just with all the fog and this ominous atmosphere, and the music also. The music itself sounds like Silent Hill music, I feel like, just even more ominous and slightly off and wrong. And there is somebody else on that roof. I don't know how well you can be able to see this on the YouTube edit, but there is somebody standing on that roof, and they look exactly the same as the other person that we just saw earlier in the window. So that is slightly disconcerting. It appears as though we are being watched, which I don't like. I do not enjoy being watched. Well, I don't believe that parts of buildings should be floating around in the middle of the air, up and down, as though they are being held up by some sort of magnetic field. Maybe that is just me, but I feel as though there's something off here. Okay. A glistening white entrance to something. I don't really want to go in there yet. And here, a place that we cannot enter. Alright, let us go in here. Well, this is not ominous at all. I believe this map might be a little bit on the spookier side compared to the ones that we have thus far seen, and so if you are faint of heart, perhaps this is one that you should skip. But if you dare, let us continue on our journey towards something. That is always one thing that I find fascinating about these kinds of maps, because when you're playing a game like Silent Hill, you know what your objective is. You have an objective. There is a story that you're playing through. But here, there is nothing of the sort. You are walking around without a goal, simply going where you can go and where you're being led. And so that it is always, I feel, much more eerie because of that, because you never know what you are doing, where you are, how you got there, and why everything is the way that it is, because there is no story. And the only way that you can piece things together is by playing it and figuring out things from environmental storytelling. And so I feel as though, personally, that is really interesting. So there are plenty of doors. This one looks suspicious. Greetings. Welcome to Silent Hall. Well, was that a secret? Oh, we have found our first secret. Okay. Right. I don't believe that any of these other doors can be opened. I cannot tell what is in the corner there, but there is a blob of sorts lying down there. And the rest of these doors I don't believe I can open, but I shall try all of them anyway. Flickering lights are always annoying. Wait. Have I just been teleported back to the beginning? I believe I have. Interesting. I am not entirely certain what has just occurred. I appear to have teleported back and forth, but then I was just thrown back out. And now the door is closed here, and the other one is opened. Interesting. Oh, Now those blobs are some strange enemy of Quake's that I don't quite understand. I don't like it. It's some sort of slime that jumps around and does a lot of damage once it hits you because it explodes, and I really do not like fighting them. We have an upside down street, which is interesting. Oh. And another one of those roundabouts. It's not a roundabout, I don't know, carousel of sorts. And there is a blinking light coming from that window. And there is yet another person in there. There are more people here. There are two people. Two people. One person in that window and another in that one. So it feels as though this place is somehow populated, but I don't know who it is populated by, because it feels as though these... From afar, they look as though they might be regular people, but I have my doubts that these are regular people. I feel like they might be just as corrupted as the rest of this world is. Perhaps they are just as upside down in some shape or form, like this street just above us. And there is actually a person here on that street. I do not know whether you can see it, but there is somebody not quite walking, but there is somebody there, upside down. Alright. This music adds a lot to the eerie quality of this map. An old and very rusty car that I do not believe would still run without falling apart entirely. A very strange clock tower, but instead of a handle, you know, instead of hour handles, minute handles, and second handles, you have a person strung into the middle of it, pointing at 11, 1, 7, and 5, I believe. I do not know whether this shall be important, but 11, 1, 7, and 5 is what they are pointing at with their limbs. Shell birch. I don't know if birch is an actual word. Not one that I have ever heard. Perhaps it is part of this town of some sort. It's a district, considering that we have this sort of tunnel area here where it says Shell Birch. Perhaps it is upside down. Oh, this could be an A. I might just be reading an R. It is probably Shell Beach. That makes a lot more sense. So let us go to Shell Beach. And these houses that are upside down, but placed on top of the upside down street. So something is very amiss here. Greetings. Now this is not ominous at all. And we were once again teleported back. And the only place we can go is... Oh, there it is again. That has been very interesting. This was a rather short map. 10.5 minutes, to be precise, but it was one that was very interesting. And I have absolutely no idea what was going on here. We did miss one of the secrets, unfortunately. And I do wish that it gave you a little bit more lore and a bit more things to find. I did enjoy it. It was rather short, as I said, but I feel as though it could have been a bit more interesting, though. It was really nice. It was very atmospheric. The music added a lot, and the ending was confusing. We are here inside some sort of... It appears as though we are in outer space here now. There is the same person strung to the clock, still pointing at 11, 1, 7, and 5. Is there a significance there? I don't know, and I believe we shall never find out. Anyway, I thank you for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. And next time, we shall be looking at even more maps that are perhaps frightening or mysterious and perhaps even more spooky. Until then, I hope you have a nice day, and see you soon. Goodbye.